Hey Rob.
Have you been able to have a productive 2 weeks with the players during this period as you prepare to face QPR?
Of course, we worked hard, like we do always. I think we spoke short about the last weeks, what we have to improve. We worked hard this week, last week. Last week a little bit a smaller group. This week again a little bit a bigger group. Yeah, all in all, training was well, but important thing is that we have the transfer from the training to the game on Saturday. This is the key, and this is what we have to try.
How have you managed the players during this period? What has been your message to them?
Yeah, we were very honest. I think, of course, especially after the Millwall game, I give them some key messages. But I think for me today it's not the time to look in the past again and speak what we did wrong or this. For me, it's my focus to the next game, and this is QPR. And for this, we have to do everything. We have to invest. I think this is for me the biggest message. We have to work hard. This is the first step to earn something. Yeah, then we can deserve points. If we don't do it, then it's hard in this league. And I think I saw a lot of good things. But for me, it's now just do it, not just we speak about things. We have to do it now.
What do you need to do against QPR to be more of an attacking threat than you perhaps have been against Millwall?
I think makes not so much sense to speak too much what we have to improve. Yeah, because the opponent will also listen to the press conference. Yeah, I think for me it's important that my players know what I want to see in the game, what we have to do, and and hopefully everybody in the stadium can see it on Saturday.
Do you feel like you've made progress in terms of the need to defend set pieces and to defend those transitions after the initial cross?
We have to improve in all the phases of our game. I think, some points, especially and in both directions, it's about the final action. Yeah, it's the final action in the defense, but it's also the final action in the offense. And it's the final action in the set pieces defense. It's the final action in the set pieces offense. Yeah, I think this is a big part, and especially also our decision making in our phases. And on these things we worked hard. I give my players some basic things. We watched videos, we trained well, but again I come back to my point. The key point is that we do it on Saturday with all the things I want to see. I feel my team it's ready, and we have still 2 days to go. And from this game, from this time, we go forward, and our focus is forward.
Last season, when you had a bad result, you typically were able to hit back in the next game and get a good result. Can that help at a time like this, to remind the players that you've been in this situation before and you've been able to come out the other side?
The key is for me that we show a good performance. Yeah, if we show a good performance, then we will get points, and then we deserve to get points. And I think in the last games our performance was not what I demand, what I want to see and what we can do. And then that was also the reason why we didn't deserve something, especially against Millwall. That was the point. And this is for me the first step, how we play, with which attitude, with which intensity. And from this point, then we can start to speak about points, and we can earn points. If we don't do it, then we don't, or it doesn't deserve it.
From your experience within football, how long can it take to master a system for a group? When you install something, you've tried to work on things during the summer, can it take a bit of time?
I think I spoke after the Grimsby game a lot about the process, but a process is just then continue and it goes forward when you performed well, and it was for me the biggest issue, that our performance in the games was not well, and this is what we have to improve at first. Then we have to improve our game step by step, and for this you need a little bit the momentum back, and this is just about hard working, make the right things, and try it. Yeah, and this is what I want to see. I want to see a team on Saturday who is trying and working hard with the right attitude, with the right mindset from the first minute until the end, and then we can look back what we get for a good performance.
We had a chance to have a conversation with James Beadle this morning. He trained with the senior England team during the international break, and he played for the under-21s. Do you take some pride in that? You know, there's perhaps evidence of how his time at Sheffield Wednesday has really benefited him in terms of international football?
I must say, general, when I arrived last year, I think there was just Dijon, a national player. Now we have more and more. Yeah, it shows a good direction, and I think it's always helpful when you can train on the highest level. Yeah, when you speak with James, for example, I think the biggest difference is how often do you make the right decisions on this level. Yeah. In our situation, in our level, we have good games, we have good decisions, but then between this it's a gap, and then we have again a good decision, and we make a good step. And I think this is what I told you: consistently take points. It means consistently take a good performance. It's not enough when you have one ball-winning situation. It's not enough when you have just one shot on the goal. It's not enough when you have one good pressing moment. Yeah, with one moment you will not win games, and this is about do it again, repeat. And I think this is of course a good experience from James, for example, when you train on the highest level, because then on this level you do it again and again and again.
Do you have any injury news going into this game? Is there anything that you can report?
Yeah, we have some question marks. I think it was a tough week in this direction. We had a question mark with Dominic Ofa, we have a question mark with Iki, we have a question mark with Dijon. Then you can count how many centre backs are available at the moment, or how many centre backs are really strong. But we try. I'm positive. We will find a way. And Nave is still not available, and that's it.
Are you concerned by that? Because you have a couple of positions, don't you, where you don't have the greatest amount of depth?
Yeah, I think this is sometimes in football. If everybody is available, then you have a lot of players, and if you have some question marks, then you have to find different ways, and we will find. I'm more and more positive since today, and from this point we go forward. But the key is our team performance. Not just individual performance, our team performance.
And finally, what do you expect from Queen's Park Rangers as an opponent?
I think they played well in the pre-season, some good games. They lost the first game. In the last couple of games, they were more consistently with the points they took. And we know these games. I think even in the last season, both teams played well, a good development, and both games against QPR was always very close. And it will be on the weekend the same. They improved, they have a good manager, he's doing well. They are strong as a team, and we have to be ready for this game. And this is what I demand from my team, that we show on the weekend, and that we want to win, not just think we can win, we want to win, and this is the key message.
Thanks for your time, Danny. Best of luck this week.
Thank you.
Afternoon, Danny. How you
Hey
doing?
Alex.
On Dish, we noticed he didn't play the first game for Jamaica. Is that the injury issue that mentioned? Is that something that he's picked up out there, or?
No, I said not that he has an injury, I said he was a question mark.
There you
Because
go. Right. Okay.
I think question mark is when you 10 days away from the national team and you travel 14 hours back and you arrived very late, then it's a question mark. Then you not really knowing how he is, how was the load, we are looking for the data, but how you feel. And the last time in March when he arrived after the international break to us, he had an injury and he was out for 6 games. And that's the reason why he's a question mark for me.
Yeah, sure, makes sense. I guess, well, I assume Jamal's in the same situation with him being in the same place.
Of course, yeah. This is always when you come very late back for an international player, then it's always a question mark. We have then the cup game again, and then we have the next game, and then I have also to look how's the bodies, how's the mindset, and how was the performance in the last games, and all those things I take. I think the group here, they stay here, they work really hard. They showed a lot of good things, and let's see.
No rest for the wicked. What's the story with Jan? Because there was reports from the Tunisian end that he'd had a calf issue and had left the squad then.
Yeah, I had a small calf issue, but we bring him back. He get the treatments, and he was back then on Tuesday on the grass. There's no doubt, no question mark, and this is a good thing.
Yeah, great news. I know you sort of said to Rob that you don't want to look back too much, and I'm sort of wary of that, but you did say that the international break would provide a beat to sort of take a look and take stock. Are you satisfied with where things are at? Clearly, the last 3 league results haven't been what everyone's wanted, but are you satisfied with the steps that the guys are making?
Yeah, I think since I arrived here, that was a little bit for me, important to look back. What is the problem in which area we have problems? I make my analyst. I look to the games back. I put clips together, and for me there is some reason why we played, or we took the results, especially against Millwall. When you look a little bit in the details to this game, then you will see 2 things. Against the ball, we are not compact as a team enough, and we are not sharp enough. And with the ball, and this is a big thing for decision making, you can try and you take, I will not say risk, but you try a lot of in building up, but it's about the final decision making. If you turn on the right side or you make the next right pass, then you can create 3 against 2 situations, 2 against 1 situation, and you can attack the last line. But if you always make the wrong decision, or you look too much backwards instead of forward, then you cannot attack the last line. And when you not attack the last line in the final third, then it's difficult to score. And I think in both directions we worked on it, but again it's about do it and bring the transfer from the training to the game. And it's not just the best individual players, or maybe it could be the best individual players. For me it's about who is the best team, who's able to go in such a game and can deliver.
What broadly have you been up to the last couple of weeks? I noticed that the QPR had played a behind closed doors friendly. Have you done anything like that, or has it sort of been business as usual?
Well, I think the training was high enough. Yeah, of course, a game it's a game, but even if you have no game, you have 11 against 11, and you have different ways. Yeah, you can use the academy. The under 21 is always good when you work together. You have some players here. I think from the load side it was great, and especially now this week was. I saw a lot of good things in the training.
Yeah, good stuff. When you see you look into the dressing room, and how would you sum up the character there? There was a lot said about, again, looking back a bit, but a lot said about last season and some of the characters in there, and how you managed to scrap your way out of that almost impossible position. Do you get a similar feeling, or how would you sum that up?
I think in this part, and now we come to a little bit to the process, yeah, to improve as a team, as a player, and you can improve leaders. Then you need successful, yeah, you need points, and you need some difficult moments where you come through, yeah. If it's against Plymouth, for example, yeah, then you're on a flow. There's no resilience. But in the last couple of weeks, now we have more resilience, and now it's about come through as a team through this resilience, and I'm convinced we will do. Then you create more and more this togetherness, this relationship, this things what you need to come through the season, yeah. And I think last season we had some up and downs, but you had a team, they come back in the playoffs from a special moment, yeah. And I think this moment was helpful to get the team in difficult moments stronger together, because they had the same experience. And now my team, of course, we have some players we keep, but you have also a lot of new players and young players and some academy players. Now you need also these moments, yeah, in a good move. Then it's easy to be a good team, yeah. But in a difficult moment, then you work on it, then you develop this process, and yeah, for me this is I think the biggest job. I know the results. I think this is, and I know that we could be not happy because our demanding is higher, but it's not the right moment to look too much in the wrong direction. Yeah, for me it's about, and that's the reason why I don't want to speak too much about the past. For me it's the QPR game, looking forward, and I'm very convinced that we make a next step forward. What it means, we can speak after the game, but I think we will make a good step forward.
The fans are a part of that as well, aren't they? We've seen Hillsborough rocking in certain stages. I mean, how much of a difference can they make on Saturday?
Of course, I think there's no secret that I love our supporters. I like them. I like our home games, and this is a little bit different to last season. Yeah, last season the expectation was they want to see just a good performance. Yeah, even it's not enough for points. This season the expectation is we want to see good performance and points, of course. Yeah, and this is as well. I will not say a new experience for me, but it's a different situation. And then when you don't perform well and you don't get the points, then it's the right from the fans to be a little bit more critical. And yeah, I'm in front of this group. Yeah, then of course the things are a little bit more negative, but for me it's and I think that was also the reason why I signed a long-term contract here. Yeah, because I want to building up something, and successful is not always a straight line up. Yeah, you have some up and downs, and this point we take now, we learn from this, and I'm convinced we will make a huge step forward on Saturday.
I've noticed that Mackenzie Maltby was in training. Now I'm assuming that Scarborough don't train full time during the week. How much time will he be spending with you guys, and how's all that working?
Yeah, it depends always, of course, from the topic. If you have smaller groups, then sometimes he's not training with us. But yeah, of course, I think this is always how we have the schedule, how we plan the training. If we need the 11 against 11, then we take him. He's involved. Yeah, for me, it was since I'm arrived here always important that I bring players up to the first team. Give him minutes, give him a chance, and then it's all again in this development. It's not just you stay in the first team and you stay. No, then it's you go back to the academy, you stay again, you train, and I think you have some good examples in the last months how it works and how it's helpful, and yeah, from this point we continue.
Another lone player, Bailey, he's got a couple of appearances now for Lincoln. You mentioned earlier that Wednesday will obviously be keeping a very close eye on how he's getting on. How will that work? Will there be people physically going to the games? Will you continue to have talks with Bailey as he's getting on?
Yeah, of course. I think we have, for example, Neil, who has a good relationship to the players. We spoke 2 weeks ago about this, what I want to see from the club and from my coaches around me, that we really I will not say observe, but that we really have an eye on our lone players, and that means go to games, meet him personal, speak with him, be in contact with the club, look the clips, get a feeling, help him, teach him from outside, and he's still a player from us, and it makes no sense when we say he's now away and we don't look to him, because this step it's important to help him, and of course all in all it's also then important for us to use him in the future.
Any other young players, will you look to keep them in house and worry that you do some sort of larger sessions and that sort of thing, or are you looking at some of the non-league loans for their development?
No, at the moment not, because when you look to the next couple of weeks of the schedules, we have a cup game, then we have again a midweek game in the league, and I think this is also helpful, because there's always a chance, opportunity to get some minutes when you train well, and I think our trainings level is very high, and this is especially if you have a 4-day trainings week, then on Wednesday, for example, it's a big game. It's 11 against 11 what we trained, and this is helpful when they train with us. But I think there could be a moment during the season where we decide then, okay, maybe now it's helpful to give him opportunities to get minutes on the next level. But at the moment not.
Free agents, Tony? Half an eye on that market?
This is always, of course, we look on this market, but for example, do you have some players maybe you think it could be interesting, and helpful maybe for 1 season until the end, but then the demanding from the clubs or from the agents and from the players, it's not short term, they want to have a long term. And then you have to think, you signed now a player. Is this then really a long-term project where you think it makes sense to invest? And if you say no, but the player wants to have a long-term and secure a little bit, then you come not to an agreement. And I think we are not, I will not say stupid, but we, of course, we look to this market, but it looks sometimes easier from outside to say, he's free and he's free and he's free. but we have some informations. Maybe some players are free, but they are still have different things in the mind what they want to do. Maybe they want to also to change in a different country, and they will not stay, but they have to wait until the new season starts in this country. Yeah, I think we look to all those pictures. If there's opportunity and we say it makes really sense for both sides, yeah, then I think there's not a question mark why we should not do it. But if it's not possible, then I think it's difficult to find agreement.
It sounds like you've had conversations with potential free agents.
Of course, we're always looking. Yeah, I think it's not like that we sit here and we do nothing. Yeah, maybe sometimes from outside you think, why they not doing this? Why are not doing this? Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we make our homeworks, but there's more than just it's easy to bring him here. There's a bigger picture, and I think at the moment it could be also helpful to have a smaller group. They're growing up together, they go through now to this situation, and then we are stronger than before.
It's very easy signing free agents on Football Manager, I can tell you that.
Of course. You make a click, and that's it. There's no media then, there's no fans, the expectation is not there. You're just by your own,
Yeah. Good stuff. Danny, I'll see you over the weekend.
Thank you so much, see you, bye.
Hello Danny, hope you're well. I've not got too many questions.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, you want a manager, you want points, but for you it sounds like the performance is very big for you on Saturday with your manager sat on. That's the key thing. You've had a few tough performances in the previous games in the league.
Yeah, of course. If you performed and if you deliver and you invest, then you deserve to get something. Yeah, even if you don't win the first game, but during the season you will get results, and I think that was especially last season when I said, our performance was good, but the result was not right. Then the direction was right, and at the end we deserved all the points what we get. And I think this is the basic, that we performed well. And if we performed well, and that my players know what I mean with performed well, with the details, then we deserve to get points in the future.
Yeah. Is it being concentration, a lack of concentration maybe? Is there something that has been missing?
I think, I believe, and this is a little bit a crazy story, when you look to all the trainings weeks from the last months, then you will always think when you look as a fan, what a quality, what they are doing, how intensity.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense when you cannot deliver on Saturday. Yeah. And you have a little bit more pressure, you have to make decision making, you have an opponent who is also fight for points, then you have to be ready. And this is for some players, I think, or they have to improve in this area, that they can deliver on the trainings day and on the match day. And I will help them. But now to this time point, I come back, it's not about 11 individual players, it's about the team performance.
Yeah, I'll just ask you finally, players coming back from international breaks late in the week, there's more Wednesday players now with call-up stats. A victim of your success, that happens, and it's something you have to deal with.
I think my experience in Munich, when you have international break, then you can close the training center because there's nobody there. Then sometimes the players come back on Wednesday or Thursday, and your next game is Friday or Saturday. But for us, it's important that we train as a group, and I think this was what I saw in the last days. And for the players, they come now back and late back. They have to make the step then when they are here. It starts at first with the treatments. The physio will check him, then I will talk to him. I watch all the clips from them, then I know what they did by the national teams. This is also for me important, Then I have the feeling, I will speak with him, and then I have to make a decision for the first game after the national break. Is he helpful for the team now, or he need a couple of days to adapt again to come here, and then I will do this.
Thanks for your time, Danny.
Thank you guys, see you, bye bye.